Hey guys, I'm back. Today I want to try something just a little bit different with you guys. I have a ton of beauty products and makeup and brushes and just everything under the sun right now that I haven't had a chance to try. And so I kind of wanted to do my normal beauty routine, but instead I'm going to try a couple of new eyeshadow palettes, some different mascaras, maybe some other eyeliners, and do it as if I were to normally do my makeup, except I'm gonna create two different eye looks today. So I'm gonna use two different eye palettes because I've been dying to try them out and I couldn't think of a better way to do this. So I hope you guys enjoy this and let's get started. Okay, so you can't put your makeup on before you do your skincare routine, right? So one of the very first things I want to try out came in Allure's beauty box a while back. This is a face mask. And this is Tony Moly's Intense Care 24 karat gold Snail Hydrogel mask. Snail kind of freaks me out, I'm not gonna lie. I've heard good things about 24 karat gold. I have never really tried anything with gold, so we'll see. It says leave on for 20 to 30 minutes and then remove. Obviously, I'm not gonna make you guys sit here for 30 minutes, but I'll go ahead and apply it on camera. It's like extra slimy. This is so gross. Okay, this one's different in the fact that like it comes in two parts. So like this is gonna be the mouth and then the other part is for the eyes. It's so slimy. Okay. So here's the bottom half. Snail. All right. Ew. This is really gross. But you know what? I love sheet masks. It makes your skin feel so good once you let everything absorb in. So I'm gonna sit here for like 20-30 minutes and just let the snail do its job. This is really hard to hang on to. Prepare to have nightmares, by the way. And a lot of these are like really, really big on me. So I kind of fold it back if it's a little bit too much. So now I'm gonna sit here for half an hour. It's definitely moisturizing, like I'm rubbing it into my hands. So what this mask, or like talking about this mask in particular, it says that it's a highly moisturizing hydrogel mask and it provides upgraded skincare effects in terms of moisture, elasticity, and nourishment with gold added ingredients such as snail secretion filtrate, ginseng, callus extract, and EGF. Okay, so it's been about 10 to 15 minutes. I'm getting really impatient. So I'm gonna go ahead and take this off. I can already tell my skin feels really good. So I'm gonna go ahead and peel this off and then move on to the next thing. So I can definitely say that is a first for me on the whole snail thing. Super slimy. One thing I noticed when I was just letting it sit there is that it was really cooling. So I really like that. I don't immediately think that there's anything spectacular about this over any other mask that I've ever tried. It's good. It's definitely better than some. My skin's a little bit sensitive at times. Yeah, I mean, it feels really good. So the next thing I'm gonna try is from Purlisse, and it's a Blue Lotus Daily Moisturizing Moisturizer, and it has SPF 30 sunscreen, and it says it protects and moisturizes, absorbs easily, no white tint, and it preps skin for makeup. And it says it's for normal, dry, and even sensitive skin. And it comes out white. I don't immediately notice a smell or anything. It's a good kind of like middle ground moisturizer. Like it's not super heavy, but it's not so light that it just feels like my skin's instantly dry either. Okay, feels pretty good. To me, as long as they don't cause breakouts, I'm pretty good with almost any moisturizer in general. I mean, obviously, some are better than others. Again, there's not really anything special on this, but it's good. Like, there's nothing wrong with it. So I'll go ahead and show you. I got a ton of brushes this month. These all came from the Ipsy Plus box. So this is a 5 set from F.A.R.A.H. It says be beautiful and be you. And it's a 5 set of brushes. Really pretty. Kind of has like a mermaid theme going on. And then as one of my extra items, I got a Luxie brush, and this is $2.37, and it's a blending brush. So now I'm gonna go to my Birchbox box. This is Coola brand's Dawn Patrol Classic Primer. And this is just a really good something to put on before you apply your makeup. So, and this says that it features a bouquet of iris, white lily, and honeysuckle plant stem cells. And it's kind of a gel primer, which are hit or miss for me. Oh, it smells so good. Okay, so now that I have my primer on, I'm gonna go to my normal beauty routine. And for my concealer, I'm using MAC Studio Fix 24-Hour Smooth Wear Concealer. This is my everyday go-to. Again, I'm probably not gonna walk through every little detail of the stuff that isn't new to me. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and use my Radiant Rose Prep+Prime highlighter. So now I'm gonna blend just a little bit because I'm gonna do my contour in just a minute. And I kind of just do, I don't know, it really depends on my skin, it depends on my mood. Usually the beauty blender is good. Sometimes I'll use a brush. It really just depends on, like, to me, I want to do a little bit lighter handed today. So if I'm going to do a little bit more full coverage kind of thing, I will usually use my brush. And this is from the Jeffree Star Makeup Sponge Trio. So the next thing that I'm going to use is from Illamasqua, and it's the Gel Sculpt Contouring Gel in the shade Silhouette. I'm always super nervous when it comes to contour sticks though. Cute packaging, really pretty, feels like it's probably pretty high-end. This looks incredibly too dark for me, but we're gonna go with it. Already don't like it. Okay. I'll give it a fair shot, but it moves around way too easily. So, and it's way too dark for me. So that's another thing to keep in mind. Keep your beauty subscription preferences updated if your skin starts to be more oily or more dry, or, you know, they've been sending you darker shades than what you like or can use. And in this case, this is way too dark. You want to make sure you update everything. I'm going to go ahead and try, but I don't like this at all. And I'm going to put everything in the description below the video. So if there's something that you want to try for yourself, I'll leave everything in the description. I will say the one nice advantage of this is if you take it from the side like I'm doing, then you don't necessarily need to dip a brush into it. You just have a good steady hand like I do, then you can do it this way. But I don't like how it's leaving little pieces everywhere. And like I said, it's way too creamy. This would probably be good for really dry skin because it does go on so smoothly. But I'm worried also that it comes off way too easy as well. Yeah, I feel like I'm contouring with mud. I don't like this at all. I'm trying to shift it just a little. That didn't really change much, but okay. Don't like this at all. I don't like the formula. I don't like how cakey it already is. We're gonna see how it blends out. I would not buy this though. I'm gonna go ahead and use kind of an older beauty blender in just a second, just because I don't really want to mess up my newer ones. I'm gonna go into my normal foundation. This is MAC's Pro Longwear Nourishing Waterproof Foundation. It's NC15. This is my shade. This is not. This is way too dark. Normally I do this on my hand, but I think I'm gonna have to do a little bit more blending, so I'm just gonna go ahead and apply it straight to my face. Yeah, I mean, it's blending out, but I don't know. It really looks like mud in person. It's not the right shade for me at all. But I'm worried with as easily as it buffs out that a lighter shade wouldn't work either. And I know some people do contour after their foundation. I'm doing the normal thing that I normally do, which is contour and then foundation. So far, that's the only bust for me. But yeah, it's definitely changing my foundation color because I don't normally come out this yellow. I love the idea. I love how small it is. I love that this was easy to travel with, but did not like the formula, did not like the color. I would not buy this. So the next thing I want to show you, I absolutely love. I've already used one of these products, but MAC Cosmetics came out with a whole bunch of little like sets. And this one was, I think it was called something like Pink Me Up. It came with this super adorable bag, which I am absolutely in love with. I would have probably bought it just for the bag. But it also came with the Prep+Prime Fix Plus, which behind Morphe's setting spray, I love. It also came with a powder blush in Desert Rose color, and it's a matte formula. I have already tried this one. It's beautiful. It's just a really pretty like mauve kind of dusty pink color. Comes out more pink than you think it's going to. So it's super buildable, which up until recently, I was only a matte girl, and getting a set like this reminds me why. I absolutely love MAC. So that's the blush, which is pretty. I'm gonna go ahead and show you the eyeshadow palette that came with it. This is also Dusky Rose ×9. It's a 9 shade eyeshadow palette. It's beautiful. They're all like gorgeous neutral tones. So I'm gonna go ahead and swatch for you. I'm gonna do the first 3 here. So there's the first 3. Love this color. That's what I'm gonna use for my brow. Next, I'm gonna go to this middle row right here. So there's the second row. Beautiful colors. I'm loving this palette. And then I really like the middle color that I'm about to show you. It's just a really pretty shimmer. And there you go. This one didn't show up as much. That's a really pretty color. So before I actually do this, I'm gonna go ahead and do my eyebrows. and I'm gonna go ahead and do my eyeshadow primer. So it has a fair shot. I'm gonna go ahead and do my eyebrows and my primer for both eyes, actually, even though I'm only gonna do one eye in this palette. For my eye primer, I'm using NARS Smudge Proof Eyeshadow Base. This is what I use every day. I used to use MAC, but I found this one and I actually like it better. There are different shades, I believe, but I just do the original. It goes on white. I don't think it affects the color of the shadows at all, but it does make them stay longer, which is the point of eyeshadow primer. So my eyes are primed. So next I'm gonna go ahead and shape out my eyebrows and fill them in and everything, and then I'll get into creating two different looks. Okay, and again, this is the eyebrow pencil that I'm using right now is from the Brow Gal, and it's in medium brown. And again, I'm usually a matte girl for most things, unless I find something that I really like. And this is definitely one of those times. It is a little easy to go a little too dark with this particular shade for me, but I like that this has a built-in brush and a sharpener in the lid. So the next thing that I want to show you before I get into the eyeshadow also is Hydra Mist Set and Refresh Powder. And this is from Becca, and it says Set and Chill. It's an ultra translucent refreshing powder that dusts on like a mist and sets makeup to help extend wear. It's weightless, sets and perfects and refreshes makeup for a silky, smooth, invisible finish. Formulated with 50% water, makes your skin look awakened and fresh. Apply throughout the day to refresh and rejuvenate makeup. Ideal for all skin tones. So I'm gonna go ahead and try this too while I'm here. I've heard really good things about it. Here's what it looks like. And let's try it out. Wow. Okay, so it actually is wet. Like it feels damp and moist, but if you compare this side to this side, you can see how it minimalized my pores through here already. So that's awesome. I love it. And you can always use these types of powders to like tone down your look. Like I kind of went a little heavy on this blush. This is a good chance to like use just a tiny bit, and you can kind of buff it out a little bit then. So do a little bit on my nose. I don't like to go crazy on setting powder anymore. I used to when I was first learning to contour, but I didn't like the way that it made my skin look. It would make it look really dry if I overdid it. As I'm saying that though, I really, really like the setting powder. I'm actually gonna do it kind of all over because I like how it feels. Like it's like cooling and like just a little bit moist. Yeah. And so setting powder is literally that. It sets your makeup so it'll last longer. So I usually do like a setting powder, and then at the very end I usually do a setting spray as well. It's just my normal beauty routine. Okay, so again, this was Becca Cosmetics. Huge packaging. I am in love with this product now. I've never had it before, so it's pretty exciting. So I am gonna start with this color right here. I'm gonna do this for the brow. I'm only gonna do this eye right here for this look. Okay, and then for my crease, I'm gonna use this color, but I'm gonna go super light-handed on it. That's better. So there's my crease. And then I'm gonna go in with this shade right here on the bottom right. And I'm just gonna go just a little bit above where I just went and drag that into my crease. It's a little bit lighter than the original color, so it blends it into the eye a little bit better by using this color on top of the other one. And next one, I'm gonna use this one right here. Again, super pigmented, so I'm gonna go light-handed here on that. So there's that one. I'm gonna go back and kind of highlight the brow bone again, just so you can see the difference. So you've got the two crease colors here, and then the two kind of lighter colors there. And then I'm gonna take this middle shade here, and I'm gonna blend this all in together with this color. I do like it. This would definitely be one that I would use all the time. I'm gonna go in kind of the corner of my eye here and do this right here, just to kind of brighten the inner corner of my eye. And there you go. So this is the look that I created with the Dusky Rose ×9. It's a mini eyeshadow palette, so it's not a full-size palette. They are tiny, like the size of a dime, just so you know what to expect. I think this particular set is already out of stock, so you might not even be able to get it at this point, which is why I didn't want to make a whole video just on it either, because I wasn't sure. So, okay, so there's that eye. So I'm gonna go, since this is kind of like a brownish kind of color for my bottom lid, I'm gonna use this by Purlisse Water. It's a waterproof eyeliner. So I'll show you on my hand first. It's just kind of a pretty, like super dark kind of purple. Seems to have pretty good staying power. We'll see what it looks like when I get it on my lid here. I like to use eyeliner inside my waterline. This one does not really want to go onto the waterline, but it's great for underneath. I'm going kind of medium. Like, I'm not going heavy-handed, but I'm not going light-handed either. It's going on pretty well. I think it's gonna stay put, which is great. I'm gonna go ahead and fill in my waterline though with my black that I normally use. So I'm gonna use Smolder, and again, this is my everyday go-to. I'm gonna use it just a little bit on the waterline so y'all can see there. So there's that. So that was the Purlisse waterproof eyeliner in Akaju. So next, I want to try a new eyeliner. At this point, this has been sitting here for a little bit. I don't remember which subscription it came in, but this is the Suva Beauty Hydra Liner, and it's a gel eyeliner. The packaging is, I would say, it's size-wise, it's pretty comparable to MAC's gel eyeliner. I'm gonna go ahead and try this one out. It's weird. It looks dry. I hope it's not. It's really, really, really hard to get it on the brush, which I don't like because I know it's gonna make me do like thicker lines already. But if you're one that just likes a little bit more of a softer kind of eyeliner, like a softer lined look, this would be a really, really good one for that. It's very similar to like if you were to wet a brush and then dip it in eyeshadow. I feel like you would get a similar result. And honestly, with the way that I do makeup, I would try this for my bottom lash instead of my top one. I don't like it for this at all. But it's good. It's just too blurred for me, too light. I like really, really vibrant, dark jet black. So you know what? I'm gonna try something. I'm gonna use my setting spray and just see if I can get it to go a little bit thicker. Okay, so yeah, so you can use setting spray and it'll give you a little bit of a thicker line, a darker line. Still really light though. This is causing me to create thicker lines than I normally would, but that's okay. It'll work for this. So for an every once in a while kind of thing, I think this would be great. I don't particularly care for it in place of my everyday eyeliner, but if you like a little bit more subtle, you might really like this one. It's just not my thing. It's okay though. This is the Big Ego Tarte Mascara. I've never had it before, so I'm gonna go ahead and do it just on this eye and let you know. This is Confidence Booster Brush. Packaging, super cute, super like 80s hot pink color. So far, I like it. It doesn't cake up. It doesn't clump up easy. It's nothing special, if I'm being honest. That's okay though. Okay, so here you go. This is look one. This was using Tarte's Big Ego Mascara with the Dusky Rose mini eyeshadow palette. Quite a few brushes that I used came from Luxie, which I really liked their brushes. The eyeliners, because I used multiple eyeliners that I used the Suva Matte Hydra eyeliner on my top lid. I also used Lease waterproof eyeliner on my bottom lid, in addition to the smaller eye kohl crayon. This is my everyday waterline. We are done with the MAC eyeshadow palette. Now I'm going to create a completely different look. I've already got the foundation and the eyebrows and the blush and all of that done. For this next look, I'm going to use something completely different. I'm going to use the Huda Beauty's Coral Obsessions palette. I have not used this one yet either. And I'm going to do like I did on the last one. I'm going to swatch everything on my hand just so you can see. So the first row, super pigmented right here, super vibrant right here. I bet if I went back over these a little bit more, they're definitely buildable. That's the first row. Okay, so then we're gonna go to this middle row right here. And these are a little bit more neutral tones, definitely in the brown family, brown and nude family. So a little bit more toned down there. You got 1, 2, 3. I'm probably gonna use this one somewhere to blend everything out a little bit. And then we have this last row right here with the yellow and kind of the peach color, and then this like really pretty shimmery, coppery kind of color. And again, super vibrant. I'm really impressed with this yellow in particular. This one's really pretty. It has some shimmer to it, and this is more of like a matte color here in the middle. So right off the bat, I don't feel like I have everything that I need color-wise. I'm gonna go back actually for a second to the MAC palette that I did a minute ago. I'm actually gonna use this again for my brow bone highlight because I just don't feel like there really is anything in here that's gonna be like that I can use. All right, I'm gonna get out my Luxie 237 brush. I'm actually gonna do some crazier colors, but I'm gonna do this middle one here on the top right here for the crease. And then I'm gonna take this middle color here and I'm gonna put that in between those two just to kind of blend that out just a little. It definitely has fallout, I will say that. And I know that this is probably more like a lip pencil, but I'm gonna just use it anyway because I'm kind of limited on brushes I have right now. So I'm gonna go above this peachy color And we're gonna, that's actually really pretty. I'm gonna just kind of blend this out a little bit. It's kind of like it makes it kind of like sherbet. Kind of just makes it a really pretty sunsetty feel right here. Actually, surprisingly like that more than I thought that I would. I just did this color on top of that color. This was what I used for all over, and then I went to my MAC palette for the eyebrow. I'm gonna use this lighter shade of the two right here, just for the outer corners here. And then, in true Lindsay form, I'm actually gonna tone it down. Sorry guys, I do this every time. I'm gonna tone it down just a little. I'm not gonna tone it down a lot. So, now I'm gonna take this color right here, and I'm gonna kind of just start here in the corner and kind of just build out from there. And actually, I thought it was gonna tone it down, but I actually think it's intensifying it even more, which is fine. Okay, so there is quite a bit of fallout, which is kind of frustrating. I said some palettes do, some don't. I'll fix that in a second, but. So again, two totally different eyeshadow palettes. So this is Urban Decay's 24/7 Glide On Eye Pencil. This is gonna be good for the waterline. And then I'm actually gonna use it to draw out my top lid as well. And I like this. It's not perfect. Normally I would never use this just on my top lid, but since I'm trying new products, I thought, why not? I've just generally noticed that eyeliner pencils tend to smudge more when they're on the top lid. So that's why I prefer to stick to a gel liner. It's hard to get a really good, clean, buildable line. And it's like once you've gone too thick, you can't go back, you know? So that's why I stick to my gel liners generally. So there you go. Two different looks, same method that I generally, other than the eyeliner, that I normally do. I am going to use a different mascara so then we can compare those as well. If you remember, I did the Tarte's Big Ego on this eye. This is Thrive, their Liquid Lash Extensions Mascara. It says Lengthen Plus Volume, and it says Orchid Stem Cell Complex. So I'm gonna go ahead and open this. I do know Thrive is natural products, and this is in the color Bryn, and it's a rich black. So we'll give this a go. It's pretty good. I'm actually really impressed. You definitely get definition. It's not super clumpy, which is nice. I mean, comparing the two, I like Thrive better just because I like the really intense lash look. I like intense pretty much everything except for on my eyeshadow, ironically. But that's why I do the gel eyeliner. I like for the gel to make everything pop. So the very last thing that I want to try is from Dating Game, and it's in the shade Bad Boy. And here's the packaging. It's a lipstick. It's a beautiful like magenta-y color. So I'm going to try it too. I've never had anything in this brand before. I love the way this feels. It's super moisturizing, it's super hydrating feeling. It's a pretty color. I mean, obviously you wouldn't be able to wear this necessarily every day, but I like it. It feels good. And so that's pretty much it, you guys. I know this is super random. It was kind of just a bunch of different stuff, but I couldn't come up with a better way to show you as many things in one video as possible. Let me know what you guys think of this. Let me know what you like the best, which eyeshadow palette you liked, which eyeliner and mascara you think you might use. I definitely think that the Thrive Cosmetics one, which is this one, definitely wins the mascara game. That's this side right here. I like the eyeshadow palettes for completely different reasons. I thought this is a really great one for vibrant looks, but there was less fallout. This is a little bit more everyday look for me, except for the fact that the eyeliner is not what I normally would do. That's okay. I got to try a bunch of new stuff in the process. And I think more people probably do a little bit more toned down than I do generally anyway. So good products. That's pretty much it, you guys. I just wanted to cover a whole bunch of stuff in one video and have an excuse to just stop and enjoy life a little bit, because with everything I've got going up, this is really insane. I hope that you all enjoyed this. Let me know what you think. Let me know which look you liked better. And let me know if you want me to do other things like this, or if you want me to keep doing maybe more vibrant looks. I just don't ever get to sit and like really experiment and try out a bunch of new stuff like this. This was just fun for me to actually just stop for a minute and like try a whole bunch of new stuff and try to like challenge myself to create something different from what I normally would. You guys have a great week, and I'm going to put everything in the description that I used. Hopefully I don't forget. And if you have any questions, let me know, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.